Yeah, we are still working on our Jeep Blackbird. So today what I want to do is the fuel tank aspect. So you can see now, this is the main fuel tank of this car now. But there is really a problem right now. The problem was that, you know, when because of this turbocharger now, when the carburetor was being mounted in the mount of this, the carburetor the turbo was actually down then. Because so the reason why I actually raised it up is because of this. This is the oil return of the turbo. Why this particular hose now is actually for the supply. You can see it from the top of the engines, from the top cylinder, goes like this, goes into the turbo now, and the oil is being pumped there. So from this hose now, it takes it as the return. But before, this turbo was down, although I was unable to discover because I was thinking that there is a kind of pump inside the turbo so that I can see pump oil back into the engine. So that was the reason why I took it down then. But when I discovered that there's nothing like that, that it has to flow under the law of gravity. So that's the reason why I raised it up, so that it can still flow under the law of gravity. So right now, you can see this tank now. This tank is average. The height of this tank now is almost the same thing with this carburetor. Almost the same. So is actually half of the tank will be going into the carburetor. So because of that now, look at what I want to do. You know, the where the hose actually lie. Let me see if I can show you guys. It's actually under the tank. Yeah, you can see that hose there. So that iron that I bend in L form is actually the hose where the fuel will be flowing from and it's going inside the engine. So but right now it's actually very down, so there is no way I can still make use of this tank. Although and I found other reasons why I shouldn't use this tank for the fuel, so I have to find another alternative. So I'm going to look for another tank that I'm going to be taking down over there. So whenever they are pouring fuel now, it will be going inside it, and I will have something like a fuel pump. So the fuel pump now is a kind of pump that I'm going to be using to pump fuel to the fuel tank, to the tank that will be putting the petrol inside the carburetor with the law of gravity. So I have this small tank here. I really don't know how many liters this is now. It has about 2 holes. So, and I even love the way it's been designed. So you can see. So this is the tank now. So I'm going to be using this now. From here now, the petrol will be going inside the engine. Then from this from this part of it now, that is where the fuel pump will be connected. From the big fuel tank from the hose will pass through the big fuel tank, which is something like this. But I'm going to find a way to whether I'm going to replace this particular tank. So the petrol will be moving from this one to this smaller one by the help of the fuel pump. But the switch that will be controlling it will actually be inside the car. So once you notice that the fuel is down, you can just on the fuel pump. It will pump the petrol from the big tank to this particular one now. So I know that you guys are really not understanding what I'm saying right now, but let me just work on the job and show you guys exactly what I mean by that. Okay, please, if you are new to my YouTube channel, I would like you to subscribe. Thank you very much all, because we really have a full package that we are coming on with this year. Okay, thank you very much all. I love you guys. I love you. So let's proceed the job, and let me show you guys what I mean by that. So guys, this is exactly what I want to do now. So I want to do everything that is going to be on this car for it to be on both and not that at the end of the day I can dismantle everything from A to Z. So this is what I want to do now. So this fuel tank, I'm going to be welding it somewhere at the body of this now. So and if I'm going to weld it on the body of this now, we still also have something like this. So although you can see this one, I've actually cut some parts off, but I'm going to find a way to complete it up. So I'm going to have something like this at the end of the day. Something like this, in which at the end of, like if you want to lose the fuel tank and separate it, like you can just lose the 4 bolts that you see here, and you just take off the fuel tank. So this particular one is going to be welded to this. So that means at the end of the day, I'm going to be having this welded to the fuel tank, while this particular one is going to be welded to the body of the car. So that once you remove it, you can just remove the 4 bolts and it will separate the fuel tank. But let's just proceed, because you can see now, this particular part of it, I've actually taken it off, as you can see now. So it's not more complete for me to see how do what achieve what I want to do. But I'm still going to use another method in achieving that. Okay, so as I came up with this idea, this is actually a flat bar. I think this is about 3. This is about 5 mm thickness. So I'm going to be using this 5 mm, but let me show you guys what I want to do. So what we're going to do right now is that I'm bringing this down, this particular one. You can see the way I cut it, so that it will have a very strong base. You can see, so that even if I'm welding it, because if I do it this way, okay, let's say I weld it this way, the welding can only be at this angle. You can see it's a very tiny angle. But if I do put it in this angle now, it will have a kind of base. You can see. So if I'm welding it, I'm going to be welding it full here, full here, full here, full here. It's going to be strong. So let me show you guys what I mean by that. So we are having this. And remember, we have to make sure that everything is accurate. So we're having this. So we have to be like this. We have to be like this. So, okay, I think I should use this idea. So let me just hold the art on the same body. Oh no, it won't work. So let me just put it this way. So okay. So guys, this is exactly what I want to achieve now. So for me to achieve this now, I have to go I have to go like this. I think I should put this on the body of a wood, on top of a wood, so that I can get the accurate work at the end of the day. So we're having this. Okay guys, so we have this now. So we have this now. So let me shift it to this level. So we have this now. Sorry, this is not that flat. It's very flat. I think this one is more flat. Okay. This is the best. So I have this now. Okay. I know you guys still don't understand what I'm about to do now. But there's always a way out for everything. So I'm going to be setting these bolts now. So we'll now that I have said this, but I have to find a way to fix it in like this. Then I will weld it. Okay, first of all, before this is going to move, let me have the welding on the body of this metal now. So let me weld the two metals together. So guys, I have this now. So I'll be adding this one here now. So I have to make sure that it's very that the settings are in an accurate form. If not, it's really gonna be an issue at the end of the day. So I have to make sure that they are straight. So guys, you can see now this is what I have now. So before I was able to do this now, I tried to use a knot. So I tied it here. So I tied it this way, and I tried to press it to press it like this. So the reason why I did it this way is that so that I will get the bottom of the bolt lying on top of this flat bar, because as you can I'm holding it this way. One side may be lying on it while the other has gap. So that was the reason why I did it this way. You can see now, and the way I now press it now, the whole bottom has to be on the body of this flat bar. So I did the same this way. So this is what I was able to have. And remember, this hole that you are seeing here does not have any gap. So that was the reason why I have to be very, very careful in doing this. So look at now, I still have other two holes here. So having these two too, you can see the whole thing is not accurate. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to be cutting it this way, this way to get the distance. Then after that, I will give it the fabrication, the full fabrication. So I've gotten one side. So I think I have to back like this to get the accuracy. Okay? So see what I have now. Almost the same with this now. Let me show you very well. So we have this now. You can see I was still able to achieve this. And we have our second bolt here, third one here, and everything is actually very accurate. You can see. So I'm going to be giving it a full welding. Then after which I will now start adding it to the fuel tank. So, and remember, whenever if I want to still do the full welding, I don't need to pull this bolt like this because it will crack the threading. So I have to find another place to put it, something like this now. Okay, I can put it at the bottom. So let me just give it a full welding. Guys, this is what I have now. So let me just do the grinding of the edges of this so that it will not end up injuring someone. Maybe you are trying to do something on the engine and your hand enters there and you just injure you straight. Fuck. Okay. So you can see the job. You can see the way I welded it. So this is actually a flat bar that I added to it in order to increase the remaining bolts place where the space whereby the bolt can be. So let me just try to remove it. So guys, I still have the bolts like this. You can see them. So let me start adding the fuel tank that is going to be on it and show you guys how exactly what I'm actually working on. So please, if you are new to my YouTube channel, I would like you to subscribe. Thank you very much all. I love you all. I love you guys. So guys, you can see this tape. This tape that I actually use to mark from here to here is just so that I can get the center of this very well. So I'm still gonna go to the market to look for the thread. I think I will get the thread from a compressor. So this thread is actually from a compressor because this tank is actually from a compressor something, but I really don't know what it is. But I will get it from a compressor. So I'm gonna be adding this one now. I'm gonna be adding this to it now. So I'm gonna be adding this to it. So what I'm gonna be doing now is that I'm gonna be fabricating this to the body of this. I think I should just get the center of it. Okay. This is going to be difficult. For me to add this now. Let's see if we need to try. Okay, so what? So let me do it this way. Okay, I have it like this. So guys, I'm about to pass this welding on this cylinder because I believe that this cylinder from the sound I'm hearing, I think is about 3 mm thickness. So because there are some, not all of them that are that strong. I'm roasted. Okay. Okay, I think I'm good to go. And so, mind you guys, it's not every gas cylinder that you see that you're going to weld. The reason why I'm welding this particular one is because you can see, this, there is space in, like, here is a kind of leakage, you understand, and it's actually open. There's an open space here, and there is also another open space here. The reason why I blocked it is because of so that some will not go into the cylinder. So if you really want to do something like this, you have to make sure that the one that you want to weld is empty because of explosion. Because even if the gas inside the cylinder has finished, there are some particles that always remain. That when you go on welding of it, it will explode. So, okay, place it down. Okay, guys, I think I'm good to go right now. So I think I'm good to go. So let me see, give it one more welding, then we'll proceed with the job. Okay, turn it to this angle. I'm good to go. I'm good to go. I think my wedding is okay now. So let me just see give it once, one more.